In a number of African countries, especially in Uganda, Malawi and Tanzania, people use mosquitoes to make a kind of hamburger or mosquito cake. And they eat it very deliciously. This is mostly done in areas where female Anopheles mosquitoes or other mosquitoes breed in large numbers near lakes or swamps at certain times of the year. The people of these countries believe that mosquito hamburger is a rich source of protein that both satisfies them and is economical. On the other hand, because access to food is limited and their local tradition and culture make this possible, they start collecting mosquitoes en masse. These hamburgers are usually made during mosquito season by collecting a mass of mosquitoes, pressing them and frying them, as you can see in the pictures. Their taste is reportedly described as shrimp or fish. Hello dear friends, welcome to a new video. If you want to know more about this, be sure to watch the video until the end. Mosquito burgers, yes, you heard right. In a number of African countries, where mosquitoes are abundant because the weather is very hot, people make a nutritious and special meal from these mosquitoes. This strange burger is not only a solution to reduce the mosquito population, but also a creative response to the food needs of poor communities. But how can a nuisance insect be turned into a delicious meal? As you saw in the pictures, mosquitoes are usually collected from the surface of the water or from the air with special nets. After a stage of washing, these mosquitoes are squeezed and their local and special spices are added to them, and they are shaped into hamburgers and fried over a fire or in oil. But the truth is that these burgers are rich in protein and can compete with beef in terms of nutritional value. That is, their nutritional value is as good as beef. It is interesting to know that the production of mosquito burgers does not put pressure on natural resources and has a much lower environmental impact than livestock farming. Of course, one of the important and logical questions is, can eating mosquito burgers cause disease? Because as we know, mosquitoes are carriers of diseases such as malaria, dengue and Zika. But it is interesting to know that in the process of preparing mosquito burgers, these insects are first washed well and then cooked thoroughly. High heat during cooking can kill possible viruses and bacteria. For this reason, as long as this burger is prepared and cooked properly, the possibility of transmitting disease will be very low. However, experts recommend that strict hygiene standards be observed in the preparation of this type of food, especially if it is to be introduced in other countries. In local communities, this food is considered a tradition and sometimes even a luxury food. People say that it tastes like something between fish and meat. But the reaction of people in other countries usually varies between surprise, disgust and curiosity. Many food scientists believe that consuming insects could provide a more sustainable future for protein supply. Of course, it is very important that considering the global food crisis, global warming and population growth, foods like mosquito burgers may be more popular in the future. Of course, by force. Many countries are currently researching the consumption of insects. Foods like fried grasshoppers in Thailand or insect chocolate in Belgium show that the world is slowly moving towards this type of food. Now the question is, would you dare to try a mosquito burger? Hard to imagine, or is it exciting? Let me know in the comments. If you could make a version of this burger, would you try it? Ultimately, maybe the mosquito burger will symbolize the change the world needs to protect the environment and provide food. In short, since mosquitoes are a nuisance, it can be said, from nuisance to resource. This is true creativity. I hope you found the topic interesting and enjoyed it.